The first recorded settlement in our vicinity was in 1826, and settlements were known to be in the area as early as 1824. The town was founded by merchant George W. Wright, who donated 50 acres of land in February 1844. By the turn of the 20th century, Paris, Texas seized toward the population line of 10,000 inhabitants, a jump of over 2,000 from the census of 1890. Industry in Paris at that time was boosted by the construction of the Panama Canal. By 1910, Lamarck County had some 50,000 citizens, mostly involved in agriculture. Cotton was king, and many of the leaders of Paris were involved in that business. Some days change everything.
A hot Tuesday afternoon of March 21st, 1916, a devastating fire roared through a few blocks to the southwest of downtown, starting near a warehouse on the south side of town. Whether by sparks from train wheels or by kids playing with matches, the wind swept the flames through neighborhoods directly towards downtown Paris. This fire became one of the largest and most costly fires in the history of the United States. From 5 p.m. to around 5 a.m. the next morning, citizens ran from the blaze, which tuned eastward with the wind shift. The small fire department was not denting the onslaught. Fire departments came from surrounding counties to help put out the fire. A light rain began to diminish the threat. When the fires were finally put out, some 1,439 buildings were in ashes. A swath of Paris, approximately 1 mile and 1/3 from south to north, and about 3/4 of a mile in width, was destroyed.
The rising sun revealed a nearly incredible scene. Of the 2,500 acres within the city limits, 270 acres had been blackened. At its northern edge, the area of destruction stretched a mile across. More than 1,400 structures had been destroyed. Homes, schools, churches, businesses, and government buildings, including the Lamar County Courthouse, City Hall, the Federal Building, and the post office, had been leveled or gutted in the conflagration.
The eerie post-fire scenes of men walking downtown through the mess under streetlights unharmed immediately turned into a hurried workplace. Banks constructed a long row of wooden buildings in the middle of the square and drew lots for exact locations and began business with old customers. Mayor Henry P. Meyer painted a sign that said "Smile," and this was the first sign erected in Paris the morning after the city was destroyed by the fire. Smile quickly became the slogan that rebuilt the city of Paris in 12 months.
In addition to the downtown buildings, Paris lost 3 citizens and 2 major neighborhoods that day. One to the south where the fire began, and most of that to the northeast of town down Pine Bluff Street. Insurance companies paid $5 million in property loss. Owners without coverage lost at least another $5 million, though some estimates went higher. Whatever the figure, the property loss had been staggering. Some believe sparks from a railroad switch engine had ignited dry grass along the right-of-way. Others said a trash fire threw off a burning ember that landed near the warehouse. Yet another theory laid the fire to a burning match tossed by a truck driver lighting a cigarette. Although hundreds lost all their material possessions, few lost their spirit.
By 1918, the town was almost complete again, and now stands as monument to the architecture of the day. The City of Paris downtown historic structures remain one of the largest collections of 1916 through 1918 buildings in the nation and have earned a designation on the National Register of Historic Places.